Well, good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's edition of the Epic Basketball League 1972-73 edition, featuring the top two teams in the gold division of the league. These are the best of the best, and it is the Golden State Warriors visiting the Forum in Los Angeles to take on the LA Lakers. Golden State has been on top of the world for most of this season. They have been number one in the gold division throughout most of the year, but the Lakers have stormed ahead by a half game. Both these two teams are looking at top playoff positioning as we wind down in this 20-game regular season. And tonight we will look at some of the greats of the game. Golden State with Rick Barry, their sensational small forward, back from his stint in the ABA and doing his thing here with the Warriors alongside superstar center, the veteran NATE Thurmond. And they will take on the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers. Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich, and a cast of superstars out in the Forum for tonight's matchup. And on the screen now we have our starting lineups. For Golden State, it is the point guard, Jim Barnett. He is 7th year out of Oregon. The shooting guard, the sensational Jeff Mullins out of Duke, 17.8 points per game in the regular NBA season. Rick Barry, of course, is the All-Star and All-NBA second-team player in 72-73. He finished the season with 22 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. A stellar year for Rick Barry. Cazzie Russell, 15.7 points per game out of Michigan, is your 7th-year man at the power forward. And, of course, the big man inside, the veteran, out of Bowling Green State University, 10 years of tenure, NATE Thurmond. 17 points per game, 17 rebounds per game, second-team all-defense, and an all-star in 72-73. And he's going to have his hands full tonight with Wilt Chamberlain as we take a look at the LA Lakers starting lineup. Jerry West, of course, is your point guard. He is the logo and one of the all-time greats. And is joined in the backcourt by high-scoring and smooth-shooting Gail Goodrich out of UCLA. Jim McMillan is your small forward, the starter out of Columbia. Bill Bridges back in the lineup. We missed Bill Bridges the last time we had the Lakers on the channel. He is a stud rebounder, 10th year out of Kansas, and of course also from Kansas, the big man inside. Wilt Chamberlain, at age 36, was the league leader in rebounds in 72-73, the league leader in field goal percentage, and number 2 overall in minutes played. So Wilt Chamberlain, at the age of 36, is still getting it done here in Los Angeles. And with that, we are ready to tip off tonight's broadcast. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ball game between the Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. The tip is in the air, and it is Los Angeles who takes the tip. It is Jerry West starting off quickly. He's got a quick look at an open shot from the outside. Shoots around. NATE Thurmond cannot get it to go. And Thurmond backs up and gets the rebound, his first of the night for the Warriors. So LA comes up empty in their first possession. The ball is now in the hands of Golden State and their point guard, Jim Barnett. As the Warriors move from right to left on your computer screen. And Barnett is being smothered out there defensively by Jerry West. He's going to try and send it over to Mullins on the wing. Mullins flexing and extending that finger. Action continues as Mullins is going to try and send it back out to Barnett, but it is tipped away and stolen by Jerry West. So both teams get defensive stops on the first possession here tonight. And now Los Angeles comes back in hopes of scoring the game's first points. It's a 1-4 set. Goodrich has it on the wing. Working on Jeff Mullins out there. Goodrich with the jump shot off glass, off rim, no good. Rebound kicked out of bounds, and it will go the other way. Warriors will take possession. Should be a good matchup here tonight between two fine teams. We saw quite the slugfest last week when the New York Knicks battled the Milwaukee Bucks. But tonight it is Golden State and Los Angeles, two of the best of the best. Cassie Russell now with the look inside. He gets into the paint. Working on Bridges inside. His short jump shot is no good. And the rebound is taken by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a quick outlet to Gail Goodrich. And the Lakers want to run. Goodrich dribbles to his right. He's got McMillan on the wing. Goodrich tries to get it over to McMillan. McMillan drives baseline. And he's called for the charge. So nothing happening for either team in the first 45 seconds of play as we continue to be scoreless. Golden State and LA working things out. Here's another open look from the outside for Jeff Mullins. His quick jump shot is off target. And Bill Bridges grabs the rebound for Los Angeles. And now going the other way, it is a true gold rush. 4-on-1. Outlet to West. Bridges has it on the left side over to Goodrich. Goodrich drives the lane, lays it up, and good. And we've got our first basket of the ball game. Gail Goodrich gets the Lakers out to a 2-0 lead. Here comes Golden State. It's Barnett this time, squaring up against West. He wants to get it over to Russell on the baseline. The jump shot from the baseline for Russell is good. And we're tied at 2. Good crowd here in the Forum. Watching these two behemoths square off as Goodrich has it. Playing a 2-on-2 game with West out on top. West pulls the trigger from the top of the key. That's no good. And Cassie Russell with the rebound for Golden State. And now the Warriors are going to run. Barnett and Mullins. Mullins on the right. Moving in against Goodrich. Steps around Goodrich, lays it up, and good. Nicely done by Jeff Mullins. Golden State with their first lead of the night, 4-2. Lakers once again with the basketball. They work it inside to Jim McMillan. McMillan on the low block working against the smaller Barry. But the shot is short. Bill Bridges with a big offensive rebound for Los Angeles, and he's going to kick it back out on top where the Lakers will reset. They swing it around on the wing to Goodrich. Goodrich defended by Mullins. Mullins knocks it away. Barnett picks it up. That's a turnover for Golden State. Golden State now with possession. Inside they look again to Russell. Turnaround jumper over Bridges is no good. The rebound is taken off the offensive glass by Rick Barry. Barry tries for the putback off the glass. That won't go. And this time it is a high rebound that's tipped around and taken by Gail Goodrich for the Lakers. Goodrich will walk it up the court the other way as LA attempts to tie the game. Here's an outside look for McMillan. McMillan from the wing turns down the shot, sends it back over to West. West tries to get into the lane, and he's fouled on the floor by Mullins. First foul of the evening against Golden State. It'll be a side out for Los Angeles. Bridges to inbound. The pass goes to Chamberlain out on the perimeter. Just barely got that one in ahead of the 5-second clock. Chamberlain is looking for help. He sends it over to Goodrich. Goodrich tries to get into the lane, and he's called for the offensive foul. First foul on Goodrich. Ball goes back over to Golden State. Warriors set up the offense with Barnett. He calls a play. Sends it over to Mullins on the wing. Mullins comes off a screen. He's got room to get off the jump shot, and he buries it.
Mullins.
4 points now for Mullins. Golden State is up 6-2. LA coming back with the jump shot for McMillan from the baseline. That's no good. And Rick Barry takes the rebound for the Warriors. Warriors looking to extend the lead as they go inside to Nate Thurmond. Thurmond not in there for his offensive prowess. He's a defender and a rebounder. And Chamberlain clearly intimidated Thurmond on that shot, but Cassie Russell comes out with the offensive board on the weak side. Russell with a putback to the left hand is good. 8-2 now, Golden State, as the Lakers are feeling shell-shocked here in the opening moments. Fans just barely getting into their seats, and now here's a turnover. Yeah, as West was thrown off his rhythm by Barnett, and through that attempted pass behind Goodrich and out of bounds. Golden State with a big lead here at the Forum. And the fans not quite sure how to respond to this. Here's an open look for Barnett from the outside. Shoots over West, and Barnett is offline with that one. Off the front of the rim, and Goodrich comes back to take the rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers still looking to establish the flow of their offense. They go to West. West is going to try and get into the lane. Dumps it over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain from the outside is good.
The Big Dipper.
The Big Dipper, as they say, on the assist from West. It is now an 8-4 ball game. Warriors basketball. Barnett once again has an open look against West, as West is sagging back a little bit, but Barnett cannot take advantage. And it is Jim McMillan with the rebound this time for Los Angeles. Lakers clawing their way back into this one. Here's another look from the wing for McMillan, and he scores it.
Jim McMillan.
8-6 now is your score, as the Golden State offense has gone quiet. Here's Barnett with another outside look with West all over him. Cannot hit that one. West grabs the rebound and breaks away for Los Angeles. Lakers have a chance to tie after falling behind early. They look inside to Bridges down low. His shot from the low block is no good, and Nate Thurmond pulls the rebound for the Warriors. Warriors maintaining the lead, 8-6 with the basketball. They get it to Russell on the wing. Russell with a shot around Chamberlain. That is good. Russell came off a screen. Chamberlain was late getting over, and Russell buried the open look from the baseline. It is 10-6 now in favor of Golden State. Here's another inside look for Jim McMillan. He's got Barry on him. Barry knocks it away, and it is stolen away by Barnett. Good team defense there by the Warriors. Gains them another possession. It's Mullins with it on the outside. And we've got a whistle, and Gail Goodrich is limping off the court, favoring his left ankle. And he will be replaced out there by the veteran Keith Erickson. Erickson, 8 years out of UCLA, same school as Goodrich attended. And Erickson will be there as the trainers take a look at Goodrich on the bench. That's a big loss for LA. They need his firepower. Golden State has the basketball. 9 seconds on the shot clock as it comes inside once again to Cassie Russell. Russell very active in the opening moments of this game. Ooh, steps around McMillan, lays it up and good. 8 points now for Russell. He leads all scorers. And once again, the Warriors have doubled up the Lakers. It's 12-6. Under 7 to play here in the first quarter. Lakers look inside to Chamberlain. Working on Thurmond down low. Chamberlain tries to get into the lane. The finger roll is no good, but Thurmond got him on the arm. And in one of the most fun moments of the night, we're going to see Wilt Chamberlain go to the free throw line. As you know, Chamberlain, a notoriously bad free throw shooter. And his first shot here is up and good.
Chamberlain hit the free throw.
He does shoot 50%, so 1 out of 2 is about what he averages. Let's see if he can knock down 2 in a row here. And he does it. How about that? 12-8 now is your score as Chamberlain hits both the free throws. Chamberlain at the age of 36 is not the high-scoring, dominant inside presence that he was in his earlier career. And he doesn't need to be with the likes of Jerry West and Gail Goodrich to power the Lakers' offense. But Chamberlain, as we mentioned at the beginning, led the league in rebounds, and led the league in field goal percentage, and led the league and second in the league in minutes played in 72-73. So Chamberlain's still getting it done, and his 2 free throws pull the Lakers to within 4. Golden State back on the offense with Barnett, guarded tightly out there by West. Barnett pulls the trigger and once again is off target. Around the rim and out, and Jerry West takes the rebound for LA. Lakers now run the offense. They go to West. 13 on the shot clock. West looks to distribute. Finds Erickson. Erickson tries to get it into Chamberlain down low. But that pass was behind the Big Dipper, and it goes out of bounds for another turnover. Golden State regains possession, leading by 4, 12-8, as we have reached the midpoint of the first quarter. Dick Barnett with another outside look. He missed again. Cannot get anything to drop tonight. Jeff Mullins comes in and grabs that offensive rebound on the long board and passes it back out to reset the offense. Barnett with it. Sends it outside to Berry. They need to get Rick Berry going here. His first shot of the night is off target, but Berry gets his own rebound. And Berry tries for the putback. It's no good. And Bill Bridges cleans the board for Los Angeles. So the Warriors still in a bit of an offensive funk, and the Lakers trying to get caught up. They've got another look from the wing for McMillan. His shot is too strong, and Rick Berry takes the rebound for the Warriors, and he is quickly fouled by Bridges on the loose ball. So that will send Golden State back to the other end of the court. We've not seen too many fouls here tonight. And it is good to have D. Scott Howard in the chat room. This is right up his alley, being a West Coast guy and a guy who was around for the heyday of Nate Thurmond and Wilt Chamberlain, who are battling it out here tonight in the Forum. Midway through the first quarter, the Golden State Warriors have a 4-point lead over LA. Both teams off to a slow start, under 33% from the field. And you would have to give some credit for that to the stellar defensive abilities of both teams, in particular the likes of Chamberlain and Nate Thurmond. All right, it is Golden State basketball. Fresh 24-second clock as they prepare to inbound. Jim Barnett now has it outside. He comes off a screen and he has an open look from the free throw line. Still cannot get one to go. Bill Bridges with another rebound for the Lakers. It's 2-on-2 now going the other way with West. West dribbling down the center of the court full speed. He's got McMillan on the wing. He sends it to McMillan on the left. McMillan lays it up, no good. Rebound is taken down by Jerry West, and he is going to call the offense back out into their set. And they will start over again after failing to convert on the fast break. West sends the basketball inside to Bridges. Bridges working down low on Cazzie Russell. Bridges shoots and scores, and he draws the foul. And he will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Foul is on Russell, his first, 13.
Bridges a 70% free throw shooter on the year. His free throw attempt is off target, no good. And the rebound is taken by Jim Barnett for Golden State. The Warriors clinging to a 2-point lead, 12-10. 4:39 to play in the first period. And they're going to go inside to Thurmond. Thurmond with a tough matchup against Chamberlain down low, but Thurmond went to the right hand and got that one to go. Give the assist to Campy Russell as Nate Thurmond has his first 2 points of the night. And Golden State is back on top by 4. Here's a double team against West. West has to take a wild fadeaway shot, and he buries it. How about Jerry West with that shot? 14-12 now is the score. West with his first basket of the night, although he already has 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Golden State leading by 2. They get it in the hands of Russell on the baseline. Russell has it knocked away, gets it back. Now he's got Wilt Chamberlain all over him, and he's forced to call timeout as Golden State will have to start all over again with 13 seconds on the shot clock. And we say hello to Frank Wainscott in the chat room. Welcome, Frank. Any wrestling on the horizon? There will be wrestling on Sunday afternoon. We'll give you a full recap of everything happening on the channel at halftime. But yes, indeed, sometime late Sunday afternoon, we will be on the channel with action from Texas. Nick Bockwinkel defending the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship against David Von Erich. Should be a good one Sunday afternoon. All right, back to action here in LA as Golden State has the basketball and a 2-point lead. Rick Barry to inbound, 13 on the shot clock. The pass goes out to Mullins on the wing. Mullins picked up out there by Keith Erickson. And Erickson's all over him, and he's forced to call another timeout. Goodness gracious, the Lakers defense tenacious on this possession. And we'll be lucky to see Golden State get a shot off here, and they cannot get it off. They got it to Russell. Russell couldn't pull the trigger, and that is a 24-second violation. Substitutions now for both teams. Actually, no, just for the Warriors, as they are coming back with their second line point guard, the very well known Walt Hazard, 8th year out of LA. Started his career out in Atlanta. Now he's back out west with Golden State, and he will be matched up against Jerry West. Not an enviable position for anybody to be in. West comes off a screen. He's now guarded out there by Barry. West slashes to the hole. Dumps it off to McMillan. McMillan's shot is no good, and Nate Thurmond pulls down the rebound. As D. Scott Howard says, a mix of the best of Bill Russell and Wilt on a good night. As Hazard tries to sprint down the floor, but LA gets back on defense. And Hazard will pull the ball back up and set the offense for the Warriors. Hazard over to Barry. Barry with a long jump shot. That's no good. Jim McMillan with the rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers again looking to tie. As we approach 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, West has it guarded out there by Hazard. West from the outside is double teamed now. Tries to get it over to Erickson. Threw it away. Ball goes back over to Golden State. Effective use of the trap defense there by the Warriors, forcing the turnover. And now Golden State with another shot at it. They've got it with Mullins on the outside. Mullins with a long jump shot, 17 feet out, and it is good. Jeff Mullins now with 6 points. Golden State back up 16-12. Here's Erickson with a look. He runs into the lane, has a collision with Hazard. The shot by Erickson is no good. We've got a whistle, and the foul goes against Hazard.
Foul is on Hazard. First personal.
Oh my goodness, Golden State coach not very happy about that. As he thought that should have been a charge, but it will be Erickson going to the line to shoot two. First shot for Erickson is good.
Erickson drains the first one.
And Erickson hits them both.
Made the free throw.
Substitutions again for Golden State. As into the game for the first time is Clyde Lee, the big power forward out of Vanderbilt. And he is a stud rebounder. Boy, between Bill Bridges and Clyde Lee, we have got a couple of just outstanding rebounders in this ball game tonight. Lee now has it for Golden State as they set up, still nursing that 2-point lead, 16-14, 2:25 to play in the first. Now they get it into the hands of Hazard, 15 on the shot clock. He looks to distribute, cannot find an open teammate, but has room to pull the trigger, and he scores that one from 16 feet out, and Golden State goes back up by 4. Most of this quarter, it's been a 2 to 4 point lead for the Warriors, and the Lakers have just been barely able to keep pace. Now they've got Wilt Chamberlain open down low. Can they get it to him down there? They cannot get it to him. It's thrown out of play, and that is another turnover. Substitutions now for LA for the first time, as Keith Erickson is going to have to go out and run the point, with Pat Riley in the game at the two-guard position. Also into the game for Los Angeles is Bill Turner, out of my alma mater, the University of Akron. Now in at powered forward is Mel Counts, and Chamberlain still the big man inside for the Lakers. Charles Johnson and Ron Williams into the game for Golden State, with 2 minutes to go as in the first period, as some of the regulars start to take their first rest of the evening. Here's Williams with it on the outside, guarded out there by Bill Turner, and Williams is not able to connect. Rebound taken down for Los Angeles by Mel Counts. Los Angeles will walk it down the other way. They've got Turner with it on the outside. He doesn't like to operate that far from the basket. He's going to try and get it into Mel Counts, and Counts has no place to go with it, and he's got to call timeout. Both teams stepping it up on their defensive intensity here in the first quarter, and the low-scoring nature of this ball game reflects that. And now we've got a steal on the inbound pass, as Charles Johnson stepped into the passing lane and stole that one away from Turner, and Golden State regains possession. Johnson now with it on the outside, being smothered out there by Pat Riley. He's got nobody open. He's going to try and get it into the lane. Runs over Riley. Johnson kisses it off the backboard, and no good. But we've got a whistle, and the foul goes against Riley.
Foul is on Riley.
And Charles Johnson, with that effort, has earned himself a pair of free throws. Johnson, a 72% free throw shooter, connects on the first.
Johnson made the free throw.
Johnson, a rookie out of California. Another West Coast guy. Getting it done here in the Forum this evening. Johnson missed the second free throw. The rebound is kicked out of bounds. Possession goes back to Los Angeles. LA now trails by 5. And they need to get something going on the offensive side, as they bring West back into the game to trigger the attack. He's working out there with Erickson in the backcourt. They get the ball to West on the free throw line. West is going to try and get into the lane. He floats into the basket, lays it up with the left hand, and good.
Mr. Clutch.
Mr. Clutch, says the announcer, as LA is now within 3, 19-16. Minute 10 to play, first period. As it's Ron Williams with an open look for the Warriors. McMillan comes over on the help side defense, forces him to pass it out to Hazard. Hazard cannot hit the jump shot, but Hazard is fouled on the play by West. And Walt Hazard will go to the line for 2 free throws. We're in the final minute of play here in the first period. Yes, Hazard connects on the first. And Hazard hits them both. Puts Golden State back on top by 5, 21-16, after quite a low-scoring first period. LA now running the offense through McMillan on the baseline. 13 on the shot clock. McMillan's got a look from the corner, and he nails it.
Jim McMillan.
Good shot by Jim McMillan. Pulls the Lakers back to within 3. That quick shot will give the Lakers probably a 2-for-1 opportunity here as the quarter winds to a close. The ball is in the hands of Charles Johnson for Golden State now. His outside look against Erickson. He fakes the jump shot, gets into the lane. His short jump shot misses badly, but Johnson gets his own rebound. We're now down to 13 seconds on the clock. Johnson tries to put it back up. And his shot is blocked by Chamberlain. No surprise there, as Johnson just tried to beat the clock, and Chamberlain swatted that one away at the first period buzzer. And now we will take a look at the first quarter box score. Brought to you by Mission Barbecue. Wonderful barbecue joint out in the city of Milwaukee. And we see here at the first period box score that your leading scorer for Golden State is Cavsy Russell. 8 points on 4 out of 6 from the field. The turnovers hurt Los Angeles, a 9-to-1 turnover ratio. So despite the fact that LA was better from the field, shooting 44%, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and managed to out-rebound Golden State in the first period. Those 9 turnovers are the difference as the Warriors come in with a 3-point lead. 3 of those 9 turnovers committed by Jerry West in the face of a stifling double-team defense from Golden State. For the Lakers, nobody in particular stood out as a scorer. 4 points apiece for Jerry West, Jim McMillan, and Wilt Chamberlain. Bridges with those 4 rebounds for LA as expected. All right, we are ready to go to period number 2. It looks like Golden State will be coming with their starting 5 once again. Gail Goodrich still being worked on by the trainers over there on the LA bench. So it will be Keith Erickson starting the period off at the shooting guard alongside the other 4 LA starters. The second period tip is in the air. It is controlled by Los Angeles. And the Lakers will have the first opportunity to dent the scoreboard here in the second period, trailing by 3. West from the outside. Sends it to Erickson. Erickson tries to get it over to McMillan. Out of bounds once again, Golden State basketball. That pesky Warrior defense has now forced 10 turnovers already in this game. Golden State back on the attack. It is Barnett looking to dump it inside to Russell, and he's got it stolen away by West. West with a clean steal. Dribbling down the center of the court, it is 4-on-1. West drops it to McMillan, and McMillan lays it home.
Jim McMillan.
Jim McMillan now with 6 points to lead the Lakers as LA pulls to within 1. 21-20. Golden State with the basketball, nursing that lead. Here's a shot for Berry from the outside. He can't get that one to fall. He's missed 5 in a row, and he is not happy about the lack of a call on that one. Coming back the other way, it's West. Speeding his way down the center of the floor. He's got McMillan on the wing. McMillan sends it to Erickson, the trailer. McMillan gets it back and threw it away for a turnover. So missed opportunity on the fast break there for Los Angeles. Gives the ball back to the Warriors, still holding that 1-point lead. The open man for Golden State is Russell on the inside. Takes the pass from Berry. Turns on Bridges. Double pumps up and down. Missed the shot inside. And it's McMillan with the rebound for the Lakers as we say good evening to Cleveland baseball fan 879. The number 1 fan of the Cleveland Guardians, assuming that we see any baseball this year. But tonight, the topic of the night is basketball, and it is the Lakers trying to get their first lead of the night. Actually, they did lead early in the contest. I believe they scored the first 2 points, and then Golden State went on an 8-0 run to pull in front quickly. They've got it inside to McMillan. McMillan working on Berry down low, and Berry reaches in and fouls him.
Foul is on Berry.
Preventing McMillan from getting an easy shot off, and instead the Golden State Warriors will get the side out. Bridges to inbound. The pass goes to West out top. West finds Bridges down on the low block. And oh goodness, Jerry West is hurt. He is leaving the game, and he will evidently miss quite a few games, according to the preliminary prediction from the LA training staff. That does not look good. So now we've got both the starting guards for LA on the bench with injuries, as Keith Erickson and Pat Riley are going to man the backcourt for LA and try to keep the Lakers close. LA still has the basketball. 7 on the shot clock as Bridges will inbound. Sends it down to Chamberlain on the low block. The finger roll by Chamberlain is too strong, but he is fouled on the play by Thurmond. And once again, we get the joy of seeing Wilt Chamberlain attempt some free throws. He is 2 for 2 tonight, now 3 for 3.
Chamberlain made the free throw.
As he knocks the third one home. And Chamberlain off target with the second one. Rebound goes to Jeff Mullins, and we are tied at 21. Golden State with the basketball. Barnett bounces it into Thurmond. Kicks it back out to Barnett. It's deflected away and stolen by Erickson. Boy, both teams have been very active in harassing the passing lanes here to start things off tonight. LA looking to take a lead. They've got an open look for McMillan. McMillan pump fake, sends it over to Riley on the wing. Riley's shot is off target, and the rebound is battled for and taken down by Nate Thurmond for the Warriors. Warriors get it to Mullins on the outside. Mullins shoots and scores. Finally, a clean field goal. We have not seen enough of those here tonight, as the shooting percentages in this game remain low. But with that attempt, Mullins now has 8 points, and Golden State is back on top by 2. LA comes back with McMillan from the baseline. He can't hit that one. Offensive rebound taken by Bill Bridges on the inside. Bridges with the putback attempt is no good. Working hard on the boards is Erickson. Erickson grabs the rebound for Los Angeles and sends it back out to the top where the Lakers will reset. The ball is in the hands of Pat Riley out on top. And Riley sends it back over to Erickson down low. 13 on the shot clock, and Erickson looking for help. He sends it out to Riley at the free throw line extended. And Riley cannot get the shot off in time, and that is a violation. So both offenses continuing to struggle. Golden State can't make shots, and LA can't take care of the basketball. 23-21, Golden State with the lead and the basketball. Under 9 minutes to play before halftime. Warriors get another look from the outside for Mullins. He's got a double team. His shot is off target, no good, and Chamberlain takes the rebound for LA. 4 on 3 going the other way. Lakers pushing the tempo in transition. McMillan has the basketball on the right wing. Sends it over to Riley, streaking down the left side of the court. Riley cannot get the layup to go, and Rick Barry takes the rebound for Golden State. Another missed opportunity for the Lakers on the fast break there. And now they've got Russell on the inside, working on Mel Counts. Russell to the low block, shoots and misses, and Mel Counts takes down the rebound. Now it's 4 on 1 the other way. Can the Lakers get this transition opportunity to go? Riley's got it on the left side. Riley pounds it inside to Chamberlain, and Chamberlain slams it home.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Nicely set up from Riley to Chamberlain. Chamberlain slams it home. He's got 7 points now, and our game is tied at 23. Warriors back to the offense. Inside they go to Russell once again. The little rainbow jump shot by Russell from the paint is good. And Russell is now the first player in double digits tonight. He's got 10, and Golden State is back on top by 2. It's only 25-23, and we're 4 minutes into the second period. Here's Erickson with it down low. Not sure what he's going to do down there. He's going to try and get it inside to Counts. Counts working on Cazzie Russell on the low block. The shot by Counts is no good, off the back of the rim, and Rick Barry with another rebound for Golden State. Berry has yet to score, but he's got 6 rebounds for the Warriors. And now he's got an open shot opportunity. He sends it over to Mullins, and Mullins buries the jump shot from 18 feet out. And Golden State is on top by 4. That's 10 points for Jeff Mullins to go with 10 for Campy Russell. Yeah, some of the background players for Golden State are stepping up to give the Warriors now a 4-point lead. Here's Erickson looking for help. Finds Counts on the inside. Counts works on Cazzie Russell. Counts' shot is no good. Mullins takes the rebound for Golden State. Both teams now under 38% from the field on the night. As Berry wants it inside. Berry working on Erickson down low. His short jump shot is around the rim and out, but Nate Thurmond is there to tap it home. And that puts Golden State on top by 6. 29-23. 7 minutes to play in the second period. On the outside with it now is Riley. He loves to attack. Very aggressive at moving his way into the lane. This time he's cut off out there by Thurmond. His little teardrop is too strong, but Riley gets his own rebound. And Riley is going to send it back out to Erickson at the top to reset the offense for Los Angeles. Lakers now trailing by 6 after having tied the game just a few moments ago. Erickson now has it on the outside. Swings it over to McMillan on the wing. McMillan to his left. Drives into the lane, lays it up and good. Nicely done by Jim McMillan. And LA pulls back to within 4. 29-25 is the lead. Here's Berry with an open look from the outside, and he buries that one. Rick Berry finally gets his first points of the night. And Golden State goes back on top by 6. Lakers have the ball now in the hands of Riley. He calls for the screen. He goes hard to the basket. He's cut off by Russell. And Rick Berry blocked him from behind. Nice recovery by Rick Berry after coming off the screen. Mel Counts grabs the rebound on the weak side, and Counts cannot get the follow-up to go. That one bounces out of bounds on the rebound, last touched by the Lakers. And Golden State will once again have the ball going the other way. Substitutions for LA. Erickson gets a rest. Bill Turner and Bill Bridges back into the game for the Lakers. Lakers must be running a little short on the bench here tonight. They've still got Travis Grant who can come into the game, but they're apparently saving him along with Roger Brown. This is not the Roger Brown who was the Indiana Pacers star. This is Roger Brown, a rookie center out of Kansas. All right, but we're going back to work now with the Golden State Warriors in possession of the basketball and holding a 6-point lead, 31-25 as we approach the midway point of the second period. Here's Mullins with it on the outside, sending it back into Barnett. Barnett's got Riley all over him, and Barnett turns it over. Nice defense by Riley to force that turnover and give the Lakers another possession. With it on the outside now is Bill Turner. Gets the pass from Riley, sends it over to McMillan. McMillan with the jump shot is off the glass, no good. Pat Riley with the rebound on the offensive glass. And once again, the Lakers will reset. McMillan now drops it down low to Bridges. Bridges on the low block. It's kicked away and out of bounds by Russell. LA will retain possession with 7 on the shot clock. And now McMillan will get a rest. And into the game for Los Angeles for the first time is the aforementioned Travis Grant, a rookie out of Kentucky State University. And Travis Grant would have a brief cup of coffee here with the Lakers before moving to the ABA, where he made a decent living for a few years. Also a member in good standing of the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame is Travis Grant. His Lakers are trailing by 6 with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bridges to inbound. They get it to Grant from the outside. His jump shot is off target. Ball goes out of bounds to Golden State. Can't blame a guy for trying. Warriors up by 6 with the basketball. Inside they look to Thurmond. Thurmond confronted down there by Chamberlain. Gets around Chamberlain, lays it off the glass, and good. Golden State now up by 8, their biggest lead of the night, as the LA Lakers offense has gone quiet. Turner finds Riley on the outside. Riley drives into the lane. Give and go with Bridges. Riley cannot get the shot to go. And Rick Barry takes the rebound for Golden State, but we've got a whistle and a loose ball foul, and that is going to be called on Barry. And that is his second. As we say hello into the chat room to my man, Brock Riblett. Happy Friday evening to you as well, Brock. We're 5 minutes away from halftime, and at halftime there will be updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, including a preview of Heartland Championship Wrestling action coming to the broadcast airwaves this Sunday afternoon. All right, Lakers have the basketball. They trail by 8. They're going to look inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain working hard in the lane against Thurmond. Goes to the left hand, lays it up, and good. Chamberlain gets loose in there. He's got 9 points. He leads the Lakers. But the Lakers are still on the uphill battle, trying to climb back into this one. Here's Thurmond with it down low. Sends it over to Russell on the low block. Russell working on Mel Counts. The pump fake, the shot, it's no good. But Russell is knocked down and fouled on the play by Counts. And that will send Cazzie Russell to the free throw line for a pair. Russell, a very good free thrower. 80%, 86% on the season. Knocks home the first. As the Lakers continue to shuffle guys in and out, Russell hits both the free throws. And that stretches the Warriors' lead back to 8. 35-27, under 5 to play in the second period. Riley has it on the outside, working on Jim Barnett. Riley wants to attack. He drives into the lane, goes to his right hand, lays it up and good. First basket of the night for Pat Riley, pulls LA back to within 6. Here's another outside look for Rick Barry for Golden State, and he drills that one. Barry heating up here, that's 4 quick points. Golden State back on top by 8. LA comes back the other way. Working hard on the inside is Bridges. He wants it on the low block. He gets the pass, but he has it tapped away and stolen by Jim Barnett. Jim Barnett had the size mismatch there, but with the quick hands was able to intervene in that pass. Now the Warriors want to run the other way. Jeff Mullins has it on the right. Gets it to Barnett in the center. Barnett cannot get the layup to go. And Pat Riley takes the rebound for Los Angeles. Both these offenses have been sluggish here tonight in the Forum. 4 minutes to play before halftime. LA still trails by 8. Here's McMillan with an open look from the outside, and he buries it.
Jim
McMillan becomes the first member of the Lakers to hit double figures. He's got 10, and the deficit for LA is 6. Golden State works it inside to Thurmond. Thurmond and Wilt battling it out down low. This time Thurmond cannot get the layup to go, but the rebound is taken down by Rick Barry on the weak side. Barry to the left hand, tries to kick it back out to the top. It's stolen by McMillan. Another turnover. LA has it, trailing by 6. Riley out on top, working on Barry. Calls for the screen. Riley gets into the lanes. Mullins is there to cut it off. Riley forces one up. It's no good, off the rim, and Nate Thurmond takes the rebound for the Warriors. 3.5 to play first half. Warriors with the basketball. They get it to Thurmond on the perimeter. The ball's on the floor. Thurmond picks it up, throws up a wild shot. That's no good. But Thurmond is fouled on the play by Chamberlain, and he will
Foul
go
is
to the
on
free throw
Chamberlain,
line to shoot
his
two.
first, second team.
3 minutes, 18 seconds to play as Nate Thurmond steps to the free throw line. He misses the first. Thurmond 6.6 rebounds on the night. And Thurmond hits the second.
Free throw.
And that stretches the Warriors' lead to 7, 38-31. Lakers now with the basketball. Trainers continuing to work on Jerry West over on the sideline. He's going to be out for a while. Goodrich, they're trying to get him back in action. Riley's got the ball on the outside. Once again, he wants to attack. He's cut off by Russell this time. His teardrop is short. Bill Bridges takes the offensive board for the Lakers. Bridges on the putback. Has it knocked away and stolen by Charles Johnson for the Warriors. The Warriors are just frustrating the Lakers at every opportunity here. Here's Johnson and Barry in transition, running the floor. Barry with it in the center of the floor. Dumps it to Johnson on the left. The layup by Johnson is good.
Johnson.
Charles Johnson with his first field goal of the night. And Golden State is up on top by 9, their biggest lead of the contest. Riley on the outside, guarded by Mullins. Goes down the lane, has it tipped away, dives after it, and saves it, does Mullins. Very nice defense there by the Warriors once again to deny the LA Lakers another scoring chance. Golden State looks inside to Thurmond. Thurmond tried to cross-court that one to Russell. Thurmond on the return pass shuffled the feet. That's a travel and another turnover for the Warriors. 2.5 to play before halftime. Lakers with the basketball in the hands of Riley, now working against Walt Hazard. Now Riley's double teamed, and he's tied up by Charles Johnson, and that will be a jump ball with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. The tip is in the air. It is controlled by Johnson for the Warriors, and Golden State will take it the other way. It's Hazard and Charles Johnson with Ron Williams, Clyde Lee, and Nate Thurmond, the only starter remaining in the game for the Warriors. Lakers are looking tired as they are definitely thin on that bench now. Pat Riley still at the point guard with McMillan having shifted out to the shooting guard. Bill Turner and Bill Bridges are your forwards, and Chamberlain continuing to log heavy minutes on the inside. 2 minutes to play now. Golden State with the basketball leading by 6. Hazard with it out on top. Has it stolen away by Riley. Nicely done by Riley. He's dribbling it into the open court. Lakers with the numbers in transition. They drop it off to Bill Turner, the trailer. Turner gets it back to Riley. Riley lays it up and good. Nice looking play by Riley. He's got a pretty good basketball IQ. He may become a coach someday. You never know. As Golden State comes back now, still with a 7-point lead. Outside look for Hazard is off target. But he is hit on the arm by Pat Riley. And Riley is now giving the referee some lip. Once again, Riley showing the skills that would make him a successful NBA coach later in his career. Hazard now stepping to the line for 2 shots. The first is good.
Hazard made the free throw.
Midlife Crisis is in the chat room. Thank you for joining us here tonight as we are just winding down the closing moments of the first half here in Los Angeles, where the Lakers are struggling. Both Jerry West and Gail Goodrich have gone down with injuries in this one. And LA has gotten very little offense from the remainder of their supporting cast, and they trail by 9 with 1.5 minutes to play in the second period. The open man for LA is McMillan. McMillan drops it down low to Counts, gets it back. His outside jump shot is offline. Bill Bridges powers his way in for the offensive rebound. Bridges on the putback attempt is no good. But he is fouled on the play by Lee. And that will
Foul is
give
on
Bridges
Lee.
the opportunity
His first
for a
personal.
pair of free
Fourth
throws.
team
Let's see
foul.
what Midlife Crisis has to say here tonight. Just finished watching my Sixers blow a 24-point lead to the Clippers. Oh my goodness. Enjoying some Action PC basketball myself now while following along. That's great to hear. As Bill Bridges steps to the free throw line and hits the first.
Bridges made the free
Thank you,
throw.
Midlife Crisis, for checking in with the update. And yeah, keep us updated with the results of your game as we go. And now into the game for the first time for
Bridges made the
Golden
free throw.
State is George Johnson. He is a second-year center, 6'11", 205 out of Dillard College. So we've got a George Johnson and a Charles Johnson in the game, and about a 11-inch difference in the height between these two. All right, Bridges hits both the free throws. LA is within 7, a minute 20 to play in the first half. Hazard sets up the offense, sends it over the wing, gets it back. Guarded out there by Keith Erickson. Hazard with the jump shot is no good. Hard off the rim, but Hazard gets into the lane, takes his own miss, and resets the offense. Charles Johnson with it now, sends it over to Ron Wilson on the perimeter. Ron Williams. Ron Williams with the outside look is too strong. And the rebound is taken by Mel Counts for the Lakers. It's 2-on-2 going the other way, and this time Erickson wisely is going to slow things down as we're down to 39 seconds on the game clock here in quarter number 2. Golden State runs the offense. They've got it to Turner. Turner on the outside, 15 on the shot clock. He's going to look to McMillan. McMillan probably the most reliable offensive player in this lineup. Let's fly from the perimeter. That's no good. But Bill Bridges comes in and snags the offensive rebound. Bridges takes it up on the putback. He fakes. He cannot get a shot off. He sends it to McMillan. Back over to Counts. Now down to Bridges from the baseline. That's no good. And the rebound falls out of bounds. Last touched by the Lakers. We're down to 20 seconds to play before halftime. Golden State with the ball and a 7-point lead. They'll probably look to hold for the final shot of the period. The ball goes to Berry on the outside. He sees the opening and drives, has it knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by the Warriors. And now with 10 seconds to play, it will be LA with the final opportunity to put one home here before halftime. They go inside to McMillan. At the buzzer, his shot is no good. Spun around and out, and that will be the end of the first half.
Los Angeles 35.
All right, it is halftime here in the Forum at Los Angeles in what has been a disappointingly slow game on the offensive side. 42-35 is your score as we take a look at the halftime box score. LA managing only 18 points the first quarter and only 17 in the second. Their shooting percentage is poor at 34%, and they've got those 14 turnovers. So they're just not able to accomplish anything. The leading scorer for the Lakers is Jim McMillan, but he's had to jack it up 15 times, and that is not the game plan that's going to lead the Lakers to victory. They really need to get Goodrich back into this game and get him active. And maybe open up the floor some for Chamberlain to do some work on the inside. Bill Bridges with 8 rebounds for Los Angeles has contributed well in that department. For Golden State, 12 points for Cazzie Russell. Most of those were early. Jeff Mullins with 10. Nate Thurmond, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Rick Barry only 4 points on 2 of 8 shooting, but Barry also with those 7 rebounds. Your second quarter scorings, nobody really stood out in that quarter. McMillan did the bulk of the offensive work for Los Angeles, albeit not very efficiently. Nate Thurmond with 5 points for the Warriors in the second period. Now, before we go back to basketball action, let's preview the wrestling show planned for this Sunday for the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. It will be action from Pro Wrestling Mid-America, my territory that runs in the central United States, mostly in Texas and in Tennessee. Your main event for that card will be Nick Bockwinkel defending the PWMA Heavyweight Championship against the challenge of David Von Erich in what should be a really good match. Also on the card, the Conways, Tiger Conway Jr. and Tiger Conway Sr. in action against the team of Dennis Condrey and Tom Pritchard. And the winner of that match will get a tag team championship challenge against Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. Also on that show, we will see live Ted DiBiase taking on Hillbilly Jim in what should be an entertaining confrontation. So that will be Sunday in the late afternoon. No Epic Sports Broadcasting action tomorrow, as I will be headed to nearby Milwaukee, about an hour and a half down the road, to catch the Milwaukee Bucks and the Sacramento Kings live at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. So looking forward to some live NBA action tomorrow. Sunday morning, of course, we will be on the air with My Journey with Jesus as we explore parables of the kingdom. So that is the updates from the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. We're ready to head back to basketball. It's halftime, and the Los Angeles Lakers at home here in the Forum trail by 7, 42-35 against the Golden State Warriors. All right, second half action will begin here. It looks like Los Angeles is going to get Goodrich back into the game. That's good to see. He'll be at the shooting guard with Keith Erickson running the point. McMillan and Bridges at the forwards, Chamberlain down low. So let's see if Goodrich can provide this team with a spark. And for the Warriors, they've got their starting five back in action. Barnett and Mullins at the guards. Berry and Russell at the forwards, and Nate Thurmond inside banging bodies with Wilt Chamberlain. LA wins the tip. They trail by 7. They want to get some offense going. They work it down inside to Jim McMillan. He's working on Rick Barry in the paint. McMillan is off target with the shot attempt, but Bill Bridges pounds another rebound for the Lakers. Bridges on the putback attempt, and we've got a whistle and a stoppage of play, and Bridges is fouled by Cassie Russell.
First team foul.
And it looks like they're going to call that on the floor. Bridges wanted to go to the free throw line, but the referees called a side out. And we'll start back over with Golden State with Los Angeles in possession at the top of the key. Erickson on the point. Calls a play. Sends it to Bridges on the baseline. Bridges dumps it inside to McMillan in the paint. McMillan lays it up, no good. And Nate Thurmond takes the rebound for the Warriors. 5 misses in a row now for McMillan, as Golden State tries to extend the lead. Barnett has it on the wing. Tightly defended by Erickson. The jump shot by Barnett is off target, and Bill Bridges hauls it in for his 10th rebound of the night for the Lakers. Now they get it to Goodrich on the outside. Goodrich dumps it into Bridges down low. Bridges rises it up and scores.
Bill Bridges.
Boy, they were all over Goodrich expecting the jump shot, and Goodrich found Bridges wide open down low for the easy 2. LA now within 5. Golden State basketball outside in the hands of Berry. Berry with the jump shot is good. Berry uncharacteristically held to only 4 points in the first half. He's on the scoreboard now here in quarter number 3, and that puts Golden State back on top by 8. Goodrich again from the outside. This one is short, and Thurmond rebounds for the Warriors. Warriors have it in the hands of Barnett coming the other way. Barnett picked up out there by Erickson. He takes the jump shot from 16 feet out. That's no good. And Bill Bridges with another rebound for the Lakers. Whistle and a loose ball foul on the play. They call that on Mullins from Golden State, and that is his second. So LA gains possession, still trailing by 7. As they send the ball down low to McMillan. McMillan still working hard despite his offensive struggles in the second quarter. He fakes over Rick Barry, finally gets Barry in the air, gets up, shoots, and scores. Nice for Jim McMillan to get off the schneid there. He's got 12 points to lead the Lakers, and the lead is cut to 5. Here's a look on the inside for Barry, and he's fouled hard by Chamberlain.
Foul is on Chamberlain.
Barry lands on his bupkis.
Personal, first team foul.
And that is a side-out foul. Score that one on Chamberlain. That is his first. Excuse me, that is his second. Golden State basketball on the side out. Barry to inbound. They get it in low to Russell. Russell works his way into the paint. His layup is off target. It's Nate Thurmond grabbing the offensive rebound. Thurmond on the putback attempt is no good, but he's fouled on the play from behind by Goodrich. That will send Nate Thurmond to the line for 2 free throws. Thurmond, a pretty decent free throw shooter for a big guy, 72%. His first shot is no good. He had a very distinctive free throw shooting style where he would bounce the ball, then bring it all the way behind his head, bring it forward and release it with both hands right in front of his forehead. It was a very awkward-looking shot, but he managed to convert 72% of those. And he hits the second one here. Thurman's got 8 points now to go with 9 rebounds. And the Golden State lead is 6, 45-39. LA sets up the offense. They've got it outside in the hands of Erickson. He wants to dump it into the post. They get it down low to Chamberlain, and Chamberlain shoots and scores. 11 points for Chamberlain. The lead is cut to 4. 45-41 as Golden State sets it up inside with Russell. Russell with a turnaround jump shot over Bridges. That's off target. And Wilt Chamberlain takes the rebound for LA. Chamberlain with a quick outlet pass to Erickson. And now the Lakers have 4-on-1. Erickson with it on the right. Dribbles it into the lane, dumps it off to Bridges, but Bridges cannot get the layup to go. And Jeff Mullins grabs the rebound for Golden State. Very nicely done there by Mullins on the defense to make Bridges alter the shot and then come back in and get the rebound. Golden State the other way gets it inside to Barry. Barry works his way into the paint. LA collapses on him. He tries to dish it back out. Terrible pass, stolen by Erickson. That's another turnover. LA once again climbing back into this one. They trail by 4. They get it to Goodrich on the outside. And Goodrich with the jump shot is just off the front side of the rim, no good. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a loose ball foul called on Cazzie Russell from Golden State. Los Angeles will retain possession now with a fresh 24. As the Lakers still trail 45-41, 8.5 minutes to play here in the third period. Here's an inside look for McMillan working on Barry. His shot from the paint is good. McMillan now with 14. And the Lakers have pulled to within 2. 45-43. Golden State now needs to make something happen. Their ace gun is Rick Barry. He's got it on the outside. His shot from about 15 feet out didn't hit anything except for the out-of-bounds line. Ball goes over to Los Angeles, and Barry is really jawing at the referees, claiming that he got hit on the elbow. But the referee informs Rick Barry that his opinion doesn't matter. It's a 2-point game now. Los Angeles trying to tie the game for the first time since early in the first period. Outside with it is McMillan on the wing. We've got a whistle away from the ball as Nate Thurmond and Wilt Chamberlain get tied up inside, and they're both going to get whistles, and they're both going to be hit with their third fouls of the night. And that's getting pretty close to foul trouble at this point in the contest, still relatively early in the third period. So we'll have to keep an eye on that matchup between two of the all-time greats battling it out there on the low post. But neither of them got to be all-time greats by being nice. LA looking to inbound. Bridges struggling to find somebody, finally gets it on the inside to McMillan. The layup by McMillan with the left hand is blocked. Thurmond got a piece of that one, and Thurmond takes down the rebound for the Warriors. Once again, LA pulls close, and once again, Golden State wriggles off the hook. Here's an open look from the free throw line by Barnett. He passes up the shot, tries to dump it into Russell. That's a poor pass, and that's a turnover. So LA regains possession on the bad decision by Barnett. And the Lakers are once again looking for the opportunity to tie this ball game. They've got it to Riley on the outside. Riley wants to attack. He always wants to attack. He comes off a screen from Bridges. Drives into the lane, and Riley is knocked to the floor.
Personal, 15.
That foul is charged on Jeff Mullins, and with that foul, the Los Angeles Lakers already are in the bonus here in the third quarter. That will help the Lakers' offensive output as Riley steps into the line, nearly an 80% free throw shooter. Riley hits the first. Second shot by Riley is good, and this game is tied. 45-45. 7.5 minutes to play, third period. Still a defensive struggle for both these teams, as the field goal percentages on both sides are below 37. And the turnover totals are piling up on both sides. Golden State wants to regain the lead. They work the ball around the perimeter. They get it into the hands of Barnett. 17 on the shot clock. Barnett with an open look from out high. No good. That rebound bounces high into the air. Barnett grabs his own miss. Barnett's now missed 10 in a row. He passes it back out to Mullins. Mullins calls the offense. They get it to Barry on the wing. Barry never reluctant to shoot. This one falls short. And the rebound taken for Golden State by Nate Thurmond. Thurmond on the putback. His putback attempt rims around the iron and falls out. And on the rebound, we've got a loose ball foul, and that is against Nate Thurmond, and that is costly. Nate Thurmond picks up his fourth personal frustration foul after the miss, and that will send Bill Bridges to the free throw line.
Bridges hit the free throw.
Bridges hits the first free throw. And with that, the horn sounds, and Clyde Lee will come into the game to replace Nate Thurmond at center for Golden State. 7 minutes to play. LA enjoying a 1-point lead. As Bridges misses the second free throw, but the rebound is tapped back out to Goodrich, and he pitches it out to Riley, who will restart the offense. West is out for the game. Goodrich was able to return to the game at the beginning of the second half. But yeah, when West went out, they said he would be out of action for a few games. All right, LA basketball. They now lead by 1. First lead since the first period. Goodrich now has the ball on the outside. Gets into the lane, steps around Mullins, puts it up off the glass and good. Gail Goodrich giving the Lakers a boost. They're now up by 3. Golden State running a very confusing looking offensive set. Clyde Lee ends up with the basketball way far away from the basket. He's going to try and get it out to Mullins at the free throw line. Mullins takes the pass, drives to the basket. His shot is blocked. Gail Goodrich got a piece of that one, and Jim McMillan grabs the rebound for the Lakers. A little Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense from Golden State on that possession. And now the Lakers have a 4-on-3 opportunity in transition. It's McMillan down the wing. Cross court to Bridges, and Bridges lays it home. Bill Bridges with the layup, and the Lakers are on a run. They now lead 48-45. as the Warriors look to quiet the crowd here at the Forum. The pass goes to Cassie Russell on the baseline. Russell was very effective in the first half, and his fall-away jump shot here is good. As Midlife Crisis is playing 81-82, Philadelphia, shooting only 36% versus Golden State, down 14 at the half. I'm trying to remember who Philadelphia was running out there in 81-82. That was, I guess Irving was still with the 76ers there, as they won the title in 83, but I think that was before Moses Malone got there. So let me guess, it's probably Julius Irving, Bobby Jones, Mo Cheeks, Doug Collins. That would be my best guess for the 81-82 Philadelphia 76ers. Let me know how many of those I got right. As he also mentions that Embiid got 40 and 12 and 6 tonight in the Sixers NBA loss to the Clippers. So yeah, Embiid is quite the specimen. He's a heck of a talent. All right, back here on Imaginary Basketball in the Forum, it is LA leading 50-47 with the basketball as we hit the midway point of the third period. The offense is going to run through Jim McMillan. McMillan with a look from the outside. He cannot miss. He cannot hit that one as his shooting woes continue. And Clyde Lee tracks down the rebound for Golden State. Golden State on the fast break with Barnett. Barnett leads the charge. Drops it off to Mullins. Mullins from the free throw line. Gets it back to Barnett. And Barnett drives and lays it home.
Barnett.
And those are the first points of the night for Jim Barnett after he missed, I think, 10 attempts in a row. And with 6:04 to play in the third, it's a 1-point game. They get it inside to McMillan, do the Lakers. He's got the bigger Clyde Lee against him. Cannot get the shot to go, but we've got a whistle. And a foul is called on Barnett, coming over to help out. That will send Jim McMillan to the free throw line for 2 and the bonus. So this is the old-fashioned 3 to make 2. McMillan, an 85% free throw shooter, hits the first.
McMillan made the free throw.
He's now got 15 points. As we say hello to Zalapsky Smurf in the chat room. McMillan missed the second free throw. He'll get the bonus. McMillan hits the bonus. He's got 16. And the Lakers lead is 3, 52-49. Golden State trying to regain their bearings in the light of this run by the Lakers. Inside they go to Russell. Russell is double teamed and fouled by Bridges.
Foul is on Bridges.
That's going to be 4 team fouls on the Lakers. So Golden State not yet in the bonus. That will be a side out for the Warriors. Rick Barry to inbound. Sends it into Barnett. Barnett dumps it back down low to Barry as Barry tries to work his way into the lane. Working on McMillan in there. The short jump shot is off target, but he is fouled on the play by Bridges, and Bridges is not happy about that.
His third, 15.
Bridges giving the referees some business, and the referees holding their temper at least for now, as Rick Barry steps to the free throw line. One of the great free throw shooters in NBA history, and of course, as soon as I say that, he misses the first attempt. Barry, as you know, shot that underhand style free throw with great accuracy, and Barry hits the second.
Free throw.
As Midlife Crisis weighs in with his opinion about the Sunday showdown upcoming between David Von Erich and Nick Bockwinkel on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, upcoming 2 days from now. Lakers with the basketball now leading by 2. They get it into the hands of Goodrich. Goodrich on the wing. His jump shot is true but too long. won't go down, and Clyde Lee takes the rebound for Golden State. Lee with a quick outlet to Jim Barnett. Golden State has numbers. They get it into the hands of Russell. Russell back to Barnett. Barnett drives the lane. The layup is no good. But Rick Barry comes in and takes the rebound for the Warriors. Barry with a putback attempt. Pump fakes. Shoots. And that one rolls around the rim and out. But he is fouled on the putback attempt by Erickson.
Foul is on Erickson. First
And with
personal.
Golden State now in the bonus, it will be Rick Barry to shoot free throws.
Barry drains the first
And
one.
Barry drains the first one. I guess that's an especially good make when you drain it. And Barry drained, well, he didn't drain that one, but it was still good. Barry's now got 9 points, and once again, this game is tied now at 52. What a low-scoring game. 5 minutes to play in the third, and the teams have only managed 52 points apiece. Here's an outside look for Jim McMillan. He goes up for the shot, but he has it tipped away and stolen by Barry. Once again, it is Golden State with the numbers in transition. Russell cross courts it to Barry. Barry to the left hand. Cannot get the layup to go. He gets his own rebound on the miss. Barry with the putback attempt is good.
Barry.
A little fadeaway. According to the chalkboard, he faded back about 30 feet to take that shot. But nevertheless, it is good. So Barry with the putback has given Golden State back the lead, 54-52. Lakers come back the other way. They get it inside to Erickson. His shot's no good, but Wilt Chamberlain takes the rebound. Chamberlain on the putback is fouled by Lee. Second personal for Lee, and that will send Wilt Chamberlain back to the free throw line, which is his least favorite place on earth, as evidenced by that first real bad-looking free throw, with Rick Barry whispering to him, "You know, Wilt, you could try it my way." And Chamberlain misses again. Rebound taken by Ellis. Joe Ellis into the game for the first time for Golden State, and already his name is in the scorebook with a rebound. Golden State with the basketball now, leading by 2, 54-52. 4 minutes to play in the third. Joe Ellis takes the basketball on the low post. Coming right into the game, being very active, and his fall-away jump shot is good. And he is fouled on the play. That is 4 on Bill Bridges.
His fourth.
So that is a costly turn of events for Los Angeles as they give up the basket, and Bill Bridges goes to the bench with his 4th foul. The free throw attempt by Ellis is good.
Ellis made the free throw.
And Ellis comes in off of the bench and immediately gets a rebound and a 3-point play. And that puts Golden State back on top by 5. So the Lakers worked hard to tie the game and again gain a brief lead, only to give it right back to Golden State. Those comebacks do take a lot of starch out of a team. Here's an outside look now for Gail Goodrich. His jump shot is too strong, but he is fouled on the play by Mullins, and that's 4 on Mullins. Foul trouble piling up for both squads here in this third period, as Mullins is going to have to go to the bench. Goodrich steps to the line, connects on the first.
Goodrich knocks down the first one.
And before the second, we'll have a horn and a substitution as Charles Johnson comes back into the game for Golden State. Goodrich hits 2 in a row.
Made the free throw.
And that pulls LA back to within 3. 57-54 is the score late in the third period here in the Forum. Golden State's going to run the offense through Barry. He's got an open look from the outside, but he cannot connect. He's cold. And Goodrich with the rebound for Los Angeles. Riley with it now out on top, just bullies his way into the lane, puts it up over Walt Hazard and scores it. and it's down to a 1-point game. Back and forth we go here, coming down the end of quarter number 3. It's Walt Hazard now with the basketball, trying to set up the Golden State offense, and he's got it stripped away and stolen by Pat Riley. So now the Lakers go down 5, and immediately they come roaring back with a chance to regain the lead. Here's Riley on the outside this time. His jump shot is true. Actually, he rimmed that one out, and Chamberlain got up and tipped it home to put LA back on top, 58-57. 3 minutes to play now in the third period. We've got George Johnson shaken up, but he insists on remaining in the game. As Golden State runs the offense, Hazard gets it over to Barry. Barry from the outside has room to let fly, but cannot get it to fall. And Mel Counts now takes the rebound for Los Angeles. Goodrich wants to run the other way. Goodrich drops it off to McMillan. McMillan from the free throw line sends it back to Goodrich. Goodrich gets it over to, tried to get it to the trailer. It's knocked away out of bounds, and Golden State will take possession. Lots of Von Erich chat in the chat room. Everybody looking forward to Sunday's big showdown with Nick Bockwinkel. Everybody except the Golden State Warriors, who are focused on regaining the lead here, trailing by a point with 3 minutes to play in the third. The ball goes to Hazard. Hazard looks to distribute. Has it snapped away and stolen by Erickson. Boy, both these teams with a good number of steals in this ball game. Erickson wants to push the tempo in transition for the Lakers. Gets it over to Chamberlain inside. Chamberlain finds Goodrich. Goodrich cross to Erickson. Erickson with the layup is good. Keith Erickson scores that one. LA is now back up by 3 after an 8-0 run. Golden State comes back with an outside look for Cazzie Russell. He drills that one. And that is the end of the run. Golden State back to within 1. 60-59 is your score. LA with the lead and the basketball. They look inside to Bill Turner, the former Akron Zip. Turner from the inside shoots and scores. His first basket of the night. And we're at 2 minutes to play in the third with LA leading by 3. Golden State with the basketball. Hazard to Russell. Russell tried to force a pass down inside. That's not a good idea, as Clyde Lee had Wilt Chamberlain all over him and could not gather that pass. That's another turnover for the Warriors, and the ball goes back over to LA with now 1:56 to play in the third. LA runs the screen for McMillan. McMillan from 15 feet out cannot get it to fall. His shooting struggles continue, and Joe Ellis takes the rebound for Golden State. Warriors have the ball in the hands of Hazard. Hazard from 15 feet out can't hit, but he is fouled on the play by Erickson, and that will send Walt Hazard to the free throw line. The veteran Hazard out of UCLA, an 86% free throw shooter, connects on the first. This is again 3 to make 2. Both teams now in the bonus. Hazard hits them both, pulling Golden State back to within 1, 62-61. It's not been a pretty game, but it's been competitive, as the biggest lead either way was 9. LA now leading by 1 with the basketball. 1.5 minutes to play in the first. Back into the game for the Lakers is Travis Grant. Grant has it on the baseline. He puts it up from 12 feet out, but he did not get it off in time, as the help side defensive presence came over and distracted the shot. That is a shot clock violation, and now it is the Warriors with a chance to regain the lead. Barry with it on the outside. Looks to pull the trigger. The extra defender comes over, and Berry leaves the shot short. The ball bounces to Travis Grant on the rebound for Los Angeles. Final minute of play here in the third. LA with the basketball, it's Goodrich. Goodrich on the outside. Shoots the fadeaway and scores it.
Gail Goodrich.
8 points now for Gail Goodrich. LA goes back on top by 3. Hazard sends it to Ellis on the baseline. Ellis across to Ron Williams on the wing, and Williams buries the jump shot. How about that? Good looking shot by Ron Williams, fifth-year man out of West Virginia. Pulls Golden State back to within 1, 64-63, as we approach the final 30 seconds of play here in quarter number 3. LA bangs it down inside to McMillan. McMillan working on the smaller Williams.
Jim McMillian.
Takes the reverse layup and gets it to drop. McMillan still leading all scorers with 18 points in spite of a quiet stretch here down to the end of the third quarter. Golden State with the basketball. 22 seconds to go on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock. They look inside to Joe Ellis. Ellis sends it to Berry on the baseline. Berry's shot is no good, but it's Ellis who grabs the rebound. And Ellis on the putback attempt for Golden State has it tipped away and stolen by Gail Goodrich. And with 9 seconds on the clock, that will give the Lakers the opportunity in the final shot of the period. They get it inside to Travis Grant. Grant tries to force it inside to Chamberlain. That pass gets behind him and out of bounds, and that will end the third quarter.
Golden State 63.
As Highlight Heyday has now joined us in the chat room. And we take a look at our third quarter box score. LA finally got their poop in a group and put up 31 points in that third period, outscoring the Warriors by 10 and jumping out to a 3-point lead here at the break. Golden State has certainly been consistent, if nothing else. 21 points in each of our 3 periods. Offense has been a struggle for both teams. Golden State only 37% from the field. Cassie Russell has been their most effective weapon. He's 7 for 13 with 16 points to lead the Warriors. Berry has 11 but is only 4 for 17 from the field. And Dick Barnett a miserable 1 for 12. So it has been a struggle, but it has been a struggle for the LA Lakers as well. With West out of the game and Goodrich in and out, they've had to rely on Jim McMillan for most of their offense, and he has responded with an 8 for 23 performance. Pat Riley off the bench is 3 for 10, as the Lakers are barely shooting 40% on the evening. Rebounds are even, assists are even, turnovers and steals, everything else is about even. Excuse me. And whichever team shoots the ball less poorly in the fourth period is likely to win this one. All right, we are entering the fourth period of play. The opening tip-off is controlled by Los Angeles. They will start the quarter on offense, still leading by 3. Inside it goes to Travis Grant. Working on Cassie Russell in the low post. His layup circles the rim and falls off. It's Grant who takes his own rebound. Grant with the putback attempt. Cannot get that one to go, and Joe Ellis takes the rebound for Golden State. So LA is denied on their opening possession. Golden State now takes it the other way. They work it inside to Cassie Russell. Cassie can't get that shot to go, and Chamberlain pulls the rebound for LA, but quickly it is Russell who reaches in and steals the ball from Chamberlain. And that will give the Warriors another possession. Russell's got it on the baseline. He fakes, he penetrates, he lays it up and good. Russell with 18 points now to lead the Warriors, and it is once again a 1-point ball game. Russell, the most efficient player on the court tonight for either team. Grant has it now on the wing. His shot from outside is good. Actually rolls around and out and is tipped home by Chamberlain. Chamberlain now with 15 points and 7 boards. LA back on top by 3. Warriors basketball. Hazard over to Ellis. Back to Hazard. Hazard tried to dump it in down low to Thurmond, and it was tipped away and stolen by Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a quick outlet. It's now 3-on-1 going the other way. Travis Grant down the baseline. Penetrates, drops it off to Turner, and Turner lays it home.
Bill Turner.
4 points now from the former University of Akron Zip. And LA now enjoys a 5-point lead, equaling their biggest of the night. Can LA put some distance between themselves and the pesky Warriors here in the fourth? Not if Cazzie Russell has anything to say about that. Russell with the short jump shot, that's no good. Chamberlain takes the rebound. And it is a 4-on-1 the other way for the Lakers. Erickson in the lead. Riley on the wing. Turner's the trailer. Turner gets it and dumps it to Travis Grant, and Grant lays it home.
Travis Grant.
It's not quite the Showtime era yet, but LA has converted 2 fast break opportunities in a row to take their biggest lead of the game here in the opening minute of quarter number 4. And now we've got an update from Midlife Crisis. Well, so this was 81-82 was Moses' MVP year with Houston. No Doug Collins. Okay, he must have been finished by then. Cheeks, Hollins, Irving, Bobby Jones, Caldwell Jones, Steve Mix, and Dawkins off the bench. Yeah, thanks for the update. I was right about Cheeks and Irving and Bobby Jones. So I got 3 of the 4. I did not remember Hollins and Steve Mix. And, of course, everybody remembers Daryl Dawkins' Chocolate Thunder coming into the league, and what an impression he made with his youthful exuberance and just raw power and magnetic personality. All right, Golden State now trailing by 7. They need to get it together here. They've got an outside look for Ron Williams. Williams with only 1 field goal on the night. Cannot get that shot to go, but Joe Ellis takes the offensive rebound. And Ellis with the putback is good. The lead is cut to 5, 72-65. LA back on offense. Riley has it on the baseline. Guarded by Ronnie Williams. Wants to get into the lane. Thurmond comes over on the double team, and Thurmond fouls him. That is 5 on Nate Thurmond. And that is not the kind of foul that you want Thurmond to be committing out on the baseline instead of inside protecting the rim. And with that, Thurmond is going to be taken out of the game, and Clyde Lee returns to action. Lee, a stellar rebounder, but not the defensive presence that Thurmond brings on the inside. So it is Turner to inbound for the Lakers. He sends it to Erickson out on top. Erickson picked up out there by Walt Hazard. Dribbles to his left. Shoots over the double team and scores.
Keith Erickson.
What a shot by Keith Erickson. He's got 6 points on the night. The lead is back up to 7. And now Golden State with another turnover as Hazard threw it behind Clyde Lee. And the Lakers once again have the basketball, looking to extend the lead. Erickson sets the offense. They go inside to Turner. Turner working on the low block against Ron Williams. Clyde Lee comes over to help out, and Clyde Lee fouls.
Foul is on Lee. His third.
Another bad foul by the Warriors. Golden State starting to show some frustration as their lead has slipped away and the deficit is growing. LA with a fresh 24. They've got it to Erickson out on top. Erickson's looking for help. Backing down against Hazard, has it knocked away. Last touched by Erickson. That's a turnover. Ball goes back over to Golden State. Still trailing by 7. With the first unit for the Warriors taking a rest and gearing up for the fourth quarter stretch run. They don't want to let that go on for too long, or else this game will get away from them. Here's Hazard with an outside look. With Turner in his face, Hazard can't get the shot to fall. Pat Riley takes the rebound for Los Angeles. LA sets it up with Riley. Working on Williams. Gets into the lane. Double dribbles. Golden State just managing to hang on and keep it close here. Still trailing by 7. Now 9 minutes to play in the ball game. Warriors get it inside to Ellis. Ellis with the bank shot from in close, no good. Chamberlain takes the rebound for Los Angeles. Lakers still up by 7. They look inside to Turner. Turner in the paint. Loses it to Hazard. Bad pass by Turner. Too much mustard on that hot dog, says the PA guy. Golden State will slow things down. They've got another look for Ron Williams on the outside. Swings it inside to Lee. Lee with the short jump shot. That's no good. Travis Grant secures the rebound for Los Angeles. Golden State cannot score here in the fourth period. As the ball goes to Grant. Grant on the wing. Dribbles to his left, defended by Russell. His jump shot is way off target, and Joe Ellis takes the rebound for Golden State. It's 4-on-4 going the other way with Hazard. Hazard's going to slow things down, and instead jumping inside to Joe Ellis, who beats the defense back. Ellis drops it off to Cazzie Russell. Russell in the middle, backing down, shoots and scores.
Russell.
20 points now for Cazzie Russell, although he looks exhausted out there. The deficit is 5. As Golden State tries to get another defensive stop. The ball goes to Turner on the outside. Sends it into Grant in the paint. Grant rises up. His shot is too strong. The long rebound is taken by Walt Hazard for the Warriors. The Warriors get a stop. Can they cut into the lead? They look inside to Ron Williams. He's double-teamed and trapped in the paint. Manages to get a pocket pass down to the low block to Ellis. Ellis camping out down low. And his shot is blocked by Chamberlain. Tipped around and taken down by Clyde Lee on the putback attempt. Lee, with the shot clock running down, has his shot blocked by Chamberlain out of bounds. Golden State will keep possession. As the starting units for both squads come back into the game. And with just under 8 to play, it is Golden State trailing by 5. Shot clock is winding down as Mullins gets the jump shot off the inbound pass, and he scores it. Boy, the Warriors needed that in the worst way. The lead is back down to 3. And we're likely to see the starting units both ways now the rest of the contest. Here's an open look for Goodrich back into the game. Goodrich missed everything with that jump shot. It's out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And now Golden State can pull to within 1. And at the next dead ball, I'll catch those 2 comments that just came into the chat. It's Barry with it, playing a 2-man game with Barnett. Barnett shoots and scores.
Barnett.
It's been a rough night for Barnett, but he came up with a big basket in that situation to pull the Warriors back to within 1. Midlife crisis. Forgot Andrew Toney, injured ankle, out for a few games. Didn't know it was a precursor for what would eventually end his career. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Tiny was a good ball player. Question from Highlight Heyday. How often does double dribble come up, like a rare play maybe? My guess would be, and again, this is a closed engine game, so we don't know the frequency of any of those events, but my guess is that the chart reads turnover. And after the turnover result is determined, then the game engine just pulls a random turnover out of a pick list somewhere, and it becomes a double dribble. That's my guess. Okay, back to action. It is a 1-point game. Los Angeles ahead of Golden State, 74-73, with the basketball. Just under 7.5 to play in the game. Interesting game coming down the stretch. Los Angeles works the offense. They get it to Erickson out on top. Erickson from the outside tries to beat the trap, forces it into Bridges, but that pass gets away from Bridges, a wild pass that's out of bounds, and the turnover totals continue to pile up for both teams. And that one is costly, as it gives the ball back to Golden State, and the Warriors have a chance to take the lead. Barnett calls a play, sends it to Mullins on the wing. Mullins from the outside pulls the trigger and scores.
Mullins.
And with under 7 to play now, it is Golden State back out on top. 75-74. LA comes back with Goodrich. Goodrich with the outside jump shot, and he scores
Gail
it.
Goodrich.
That puts LA back on top. Back and forth we go. Now it's Barnett for Golden State. He tries to get it into Johnson, and it is stolen by Chamberlain. Good defense by Wilt to still. LA now with the basketball in a 1-point lead. And they finally have called a technical on Bill Sharman. I don't know what got into Bill Sharman, as he has been jawing at the referees. And with LA holding the basketball, Sharman gets teed up, and that will send Rick Barry to the free throw line. He can tie the game here with his technical free throw, and he does so.
Barry made the free throw.
6 minutes to play in this one. We're tied at 76. Update from Midlife Crisis. Irving found his groove. And Irving is indeed a guy with a groove. I've got a Dr. J poster on the wall of the Dave Cave. 13 points for Irving in the third quarter. Got 2 Golden State big men, Ricky Brown and Larry Smith, with 5 fouls. After 3 periods, Golden State 88, Sixers 83. That's a much more entertaining offensive game than what we're seeing here, where it's halfway through the fourth quarter and both teams have only accomplished 76 points. So the ball is in the hands of the Lakers. Bridges to inbound. Bridges to Goodrich out on the wing. Goodrich has a 15-footer, but it's off target. And it is George Johnson with the rebound for Golden State as he outbattles Chamberlain. Golden State back on offense. They get it to Barnett. His jump shot falls short. Lee's tip is no good. And Jim McMillan comes out with a rebound for the Lakers. Still tied at 76 now, 5.5 to play. Here's an outside look for McMillan. Shoots over Barry and scores.
Jim McMillan.
20 points now for McMillan. LA back on top by 2. Golden State with a look for Mullins from the outside. Mullins with the perimeter jump shot. That's off target. The rebound is loose. Rick Barry comes out with it for Golden State. 6 on the shot clock. As Barry lays it up, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. He can't get the putback to go. The rebound is tipped around and batted to Gail Goodrich for Los Angeles. Missed opportunity for the Warriors there. 5 minutes now to play. LA with the basketball on top by 2. They get it inside to Bridges. Turnaround jump shot by Bridges is good.
Bill Bridges.
Bill Bridges now with a double-double. 11 points, 12 rebounds. LA has gone on top by 4. How long do you keep Nate Thurmond on the bench with those 5 fouls? Golden State with the basketball. Mullins has it out at the free throw line. He rises up and shoots. It's off target. Circles the rim, won't go. Lee with a tip again, won't go. And McMillan with another rebound for the Lakers. McMillan to Goodrich. Goodrich this time wants to attack. Dumps it back out to Erickson. Erickson with an open look from the free throw line, no good. Bridges with the tip in. A 6-0 run for the Lakers. They're now on top, 82-76. 4.5 minutes to play in this one. Lakers down the stretch are looking good. Mullins trapped on the inside. Gets the ball from Lee. And Mullins with the wide open jump shot on the perimeter is good. 82-78. Golden State still trails by 4. Can they get a stop here? It's Goodrich. From the outside. Steps into the lane. Cut off by Johnson. Shot no good. Bridges on the offensive glass. Bridges with the putback attempt from the weak side. His layup is good. Bill Bridges with 2 big plays here in the 4th. And LA has opened up a 6-point lead. We're under 4 to play. Inside it goes to Johnson. Johnson's got Chamberlain all over him. Wants to kick it out to Barnett. Barnett over to Mullins. Back to Barnett. Barnett drives it into the lane. Tries to dump it back into Johnson. He throws it away. Another Golden State turnover. And finally, with 3:42 to play, both Cassie Russell and Nate Thurmond are back into the game. Cassie Russell was fighting fatigue, Thurmond fighting foul trouble. But with under 4 to play and trailing by 6, it's now or never for the Warriors. Lakers with the basketball. They lead by 6. Pat Riley on the point, sets up the offense. Calls for a screen. Gets a mismatch against Russell. Riley sees an opening, gets into the lane. His short jump shot is no good. It's blocked by Russell. Nice recovery by Russell. Went under the screen and got a piece of that shot. Rick Barry with the rebound. And now Barry and Mullins want to run. Mullins with the basketball, dribbles to his left. Gets into the lane. Dumps it off to Barry. Barry sends it to the trailer. The trailer is Russell. But the pass is off Russell's hands and out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for the Warriors, and with 3.5 to play, they can't afford very many more squandered opportunities. Golden State needs to D it up here. There's an open look on the outside for McMillan. His jump shot is good.
Jim McMillan.
McMillan is heating up here in the 4th. He now leads all scorers with 22, and LA with 3 minutes to play is up by 8, their biggest advantage of the night. It's Mullins on the outside. Guarded out there by Goodrich. The shot by Mullins is off target, and it's another loose ball and a rebound taken out of there by Chamberlain. That is a double-double for Chamberlain now, and LA will walk it back the other way. Can they push the lead to double digits? 86-78, under 3 to play. The pass on the outside goes to Goodrich. Goodrich lets it fly and buries it.
Gail Goodrich.
Gail Goodrich has put the Lakers up by 10, 88-78. Warriors working quickly. Mullins has got it on the outside. He pulls the trigger from 17 feet out and he buries it.
Mullins.
The Warriors ain't dead yet, but they need a defensive stop here. It's Erickson on the outside running the point. Sends it to Chamberlain on the baseline. Chamberlain with an outside look. He scores.
Wilt Chamberlain.
7 straight field goals for Chamberlain. He's got 17, and the lead is back to 10. Under 2.5 to play. Golden State dumps it into Russell inside. Russell unloads from close in, and it's blocked by Chamberlain. Chamberlain got that one. Barnett grabs the rebound on the block, sends it over to Mullins. Mullins is going to pull the trigger quickly. His outside jump shot is good. The lead is cut to 8, but the clock continues to tick. Down to 2 minutes to play. LA still up by 8. In no hurry to do anything, they dump it in down low to Chamberlain. Chamberlain working on Thurmond down low. Thurmond knocks it away out of bounds. Chamberlain gets it back, tries to get a shot off, and Chamberlain travels. Warriors catch a break on that one. But with under 2 minutes to play and an 8-point deficit, they need to work quickly. They get it to Mullins, who is their ace gun out there. He takes it to the basket. He shoots and misses. Chamberlain made him alter the shot. Berry comes down with the offensive rebound. Berry with the putback attempt. Can't get a shot off. Sends it back out to Barnett from the perimeter. Barnett goes into Thurmond down low. Lots of ball movement here. Finally, Berry takes the shot. That's no good. And Bridges with his 15th rebound of the night for the Lakers. We're down to 1.5 minutes to play. The lead is 8. Riley with the ball on the outside. He's fouled by Barnett.
Foul is on Barnett. His second.
That's only the 4th team foul, so there will be no free throws. LA will inbound with 15 on the shot clock, 1:19 on the game clock. Bridges to inbound. The pass goes to Riley. He's fouled by Barnett. And now Riley will shoot free throws as the Lakers are in the bonus. But Riley's a pretty good free throw shooter. He connects on the first.
Riley made the free throw.
The second attempt by Riley is good.
Riley
Riley now in double figures with 10 points. And the lead for LA is back to 10. We're under 1:20 to play. As hope is fading quickly for the Warriors. Mullins with it on the perimeter. Back and forth with Barnett. Mullins is double teamed. He finds Barnett open for the jump shot. That's good. That cuts the lead to 8. But time is running out. And Riley is fouled by Barnett.
On Barnett. Fourth personal.
Riley has the chance to extend the lead back to 10 if he can convert his free throws here. The first shot is good.
Riley made the free throw.
And it looks like the Lakers are just going to be able to kill this game at the free throw line. As Riley hits them both and the lead is back to 10. 94-84. It's a better scoring output than the game statistics might have indicated because of the parade to the free throw line for the Lakers here in the 4th. A quick look inside for Berry. Berry in the paint with a short jump shot is good. And he's fouled by Bridges.
Berry
Wow.
scores.
The Great Western Forum didn't like that call. But the Great Western Forum is not wearing a black and white shirt. So the call will stand and Rick Berry will go to the free throw line with the opportunity to convert into a 3-point play. Berry misses the free throw. How about that? Jeff Mullins grabs the offensive rebound. Maybe he missed that on purpose. But Mullins sends the ball back out. He's looking for help. He finds Berry on the outside. Berry sends it cross court to Mullins. Mullins lets fly. His shot is no good. Mullins gets his own rebound, passes it back out to Barnett. They look inside to Russell, who's open down low. His shot is good.
Russell.
That cuts the lead to 6, 94-88. But we're down to 40 seconds to play, and LA is going to be content to sit on the ball here. And we've got a whistle, and they've just fouled Wilt Chamberlain. That was a good idea. Chamberlain will get 3 to make 2. I guess you could call that the hack of Wilt, but Chamberlain missed the first free throw. He'll have 2 more cracks at it. He makes the second, and that's important because that makes it now a 4-possession game, 95-88. This is before the era of the 3-point shot. Chamberlain misses the third, to the surprise of no one, and NATE Thurmond grabs the rebound. But with under 40 seconds to play, it's a 7-point game. Quick jump shot by Barnett is no good, and Chamberlain takes the rebound. LA trying to beat the press, and now they're going to call a timeout. And LA is going to come back with their free throw lineup, and that's going to send Wilt Chamberlain to the bench, to the surprise of no one. He'll be replaced by Mel Counts down low with 36 seconds to play. And it is Counts now who takes the foul. He'll shoot 2, but he is a 68% free throw shooter. Not great, but significantly better than Wilt Chamberlain. And Counts gets the first one to go for his first point of the night. Counts, of course, a 7-footer out of Oregon State. And potentially a little-known fact, Mel Counts was the uncle of MMA fighter Chael Sonnen. Counts misses the second. NATE Thurmond takes the rebound for Golden State. And with 35 seconds to play, the lead is 8. Russell from outside is no good. The rebound falls out of bounds to Los Angeles. Now with 30 seconds left on the clock. Riley on the outside, tightly guarded by Barnett, and grabbed by Barnett, and that is the end of the night for Jim Barnett.
6 personal.
And this is one of the things where I think Action PC basketball can use some improvement. Only 1 second went off the clock, and the last several trips down the court, we've had about 4 trips up and down the court in the last 8 seconds of game time. So I think that is one area where the Action PC developers could use some feedback. Riley hits the first free throw.
Riley made the free throw.
The second free throw is good.
Riley made the free throw.
And the lead is back to 10. And with a 10-point lead in under 30 seconds, I'm going to turn off the intentional fouls. I'll keep the quick shot in play. We'll go no fouls for LA as it gets over to Barry from the outside. His jump shot is good.
Barry.
That cuts the lead to 8, and only 4 seconds went off with that one. So I'm sure Golden State is delighted. But still in the last 25 seconds, we're going to burn some clock and take off the automatic fouling. Riley on the outside. He is knocked down and fouled by Hazard anyways.
Foul is on Hazard. Second personal.
And only 1 second went off the clock with that. Well, actually about 5 seconds went off the clock. as Riley hits the free throw. Riley hits them both, and the lead is back to 10. Here's an open look for Mullins from the outside. He hits that to make it 8. And 3 seconds go off the clock. We'll let Goodrich hold the ball. We'll stick with the no fouls. Goodrich letting the clock run, and they foul him anyways.
Foul is on Berry, his 4th personal.
And 1 second went off the clock. These games will never end. As Goodrich now shoots the free throw. And Goodrich hits them both.
The free throw.
Here's Russell with a quick shot. That's good.
Russell.
And a triple-double for Rick Barry. How about that? 10 points. 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists in what will ostensibly be a losing effort. As Goodrich tries to dribble out the clock, and he's fouled by Hazard.
Foul is on Hazard, 3rd personal.
Goodrich makes the free throw. 21 straight from the free throw line for Goodrich. He's now got 15 points on the night. And he hits them both. Here's another quick shot for Russell. That's no good. Ball goes into the hands of McMillan on the rebound. 12 seconds to go on the clock. And let's see what happens if we just run the standard offense. Maybe that'll help us get some time off the clock. Yeah, I think that's the thing. If we don't hold the ball, then they won't foul. It goes over to Goodrich. Goodrich has a look from the outside with 4 seconds to play. We'll call no fouls. And the 15-footer by Goodrich is good at the buzzer. Or no, good with 1 second to play. And Russell from the outside at the buzzer is too strong, and that's your ball game. All right, so interesting ball game here in the Forum tonight. LA is your winner by 8,
The final score,
106-94 after a 40-point third period, largely at the free throw line.
Was led by McMillan with 22 points, 8 rebounds.
But yeah, it was an interesting game, a lot of back and forth.
11 rebounds.
Difficult shooting on both sides,
15 rebounds.
as the Warriors only shot 38% on the night.
12 rebounds, 10 assists. Mullins with 22 points. Russell with 24 points.
Lakers clutched down the stretch without Zeke. Indeed, they were. LA finishes with a 45% night shooting. Not bad, but those 23 turnovers for the Lakers were a killer. So your final score, once again, 106-94. Actually, a 12-point separation there. McMillan with 22 points on 10 of 25 shooting. Goodrich with 18, including a bunch of free throws down the stretch. Riley with 16, including 10 free throws. 18 and 11 for Chamberlain, 15 and 15 for Bridges. And, of course, the big story of the night for Golden State was Rick Barry with a triple-double. 16 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds. 22 for Mullins, 24 for Cassie Russell. But Golden State comes up short on the ledger on this night. All right. That is where we will close things down for tonight. There will be basketball next week. And I think next week we're going to take a look at the Phoenix Suns, who are running away with the Silver Division. Let's see if we can get some standings here. Phoenix at 13-2 on top of the Silver Division. And we will let's put them in against Kansas City, Omaha next week. I had them originally penciled in against Baltimore, but Baltimore is 2-13, and that would just be a drubbing. We certainly had fun watching Nate Archibald play last week. So yeah, we'll do the December 26th game next week with Kansas City, Omaha playing host to the Phoenix Suns, and we'll see what makes the Phoenix Suns so good in Silver Division play. All right, thank you to everybody who came to check things out tonight. We'll say thank you to Highlight Heyday. Thanks for stopping in. D. Scott Howard, always good to hear your thoughts about historical basketball. Midlife Crisis with a lot of great stuff, both from real-life basketball and his own replays and commentary on this replay. Zalapsky Smurf in here, Brock Riblet, a couple of good wrestling fans. We'll hopefully see you all on Sunday for Heartland Championship Wrestling and the Bockwinkel-Von Erich matchup. Cleveland baseball fan, thanks for coming in. Frank Wainscott. Thank you to everybody for checking out tonight's stream from the Dave Cave. Once again, your final score, Los Angeles 106, Golden State 94. From the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off. That's our stream, and I am out of here.